Hi guys, good morning, and it's me again. Um, so for this video, I'll be explaining to you the self, society, and culture. So hopefully, this video will help you understand better the reference as you do your learning material number 3. Okay? So as always, before I proceed, so you know how it works, no? You subscribe and like the video. Comments if you have. Anyway, so I need you to pull out your PowerPoint presentation so that you can follow the discussion. Okay? So the title of this PowerPoint presentation is the Self, Society, and Culture. By the way, if you notice there, this is proctored by myself, no? We have a system here in school that for all general education courses, teachers, we group teachers who are teaching the same subject. No, so itong PowerPoint presentation na to, gawa ito ng isang teacher from other college, no? So yun, kaya proctored by me, no? But anyway, as I read through it again, no, I noticed na there are certain things that, of course, that would need clarification. Okay? Now, for the objectives, okay? So I hope you opened your PowerPoint presentation already. So the objective of this lesson is to explain relationship between and among the self, society, and culture. Ano ba ang relasyon ng society natin, no? ng kultura natin, di ba? So yun, no? Sa self, okay? Paano ba natin naiintindihan ang sarili natin? Okay, sa pamamagitan ng mga bagay-bagay sa paligid natin, especially the immediate environment when we are referring to culture. Okay? Now, describe and discuss the different ways by which society and culture shape the self. So, basically, we're referring to here as yung influences ng kultura natin at nung society natin kung nasaan tayo. Okay? Now, the third one is examine oneself against the different views of the self. So, reflection. There's another term for it, no? You might be able to use it. Introspection. Okay? So, the word is introspection. It's a noun. Okay? So, it's an act of looking at yourself. No? So, ikaw, no? Paano ba tinitingnan, pinag-aaral sa sarili mo? And then discuss various sociological theories of the self. Okay? So medyo madaming mga sort of technical terms, no, dito sa objectives. But anyway, as we go through it, no, we will discuss it one by one. Okay? So the first is there are several questions here. How would you remember? Okay. So basically, yung sinasabi lang dito is, if you're going to remember yourself during your elementary days, no, in one word, how would you remember yourself? Bata ako, I'm shy. Yeah, that's the word. I'm shy. Yeah. Okay. Soft-spoken. Yeah. Nung high school, I am more shy. Shyer, if there's a word. And I became siguro yung aloof. A loner, I would say. No? So, and then the third, when I was in college, medyo siguro different environment, as I would say. I was active. Yeah. So, yeah. I was friendly na. So what is the self? So according to this presentation, this is separate, self-contained, independent, consistent, unitary, and private. So ang daming terms, no? Ang daming terms. So separate daw. Iba yun sa, kumbaga parang katulad yung sinasabi ni Socrates, di ba? It's a soul, di ba? So it's self-contained, meaning sa atin lang yan, no? Independent. Now, I am a bit confused about this term, no, ni ni Stevens, no? What do we mean by independent? Because if it's self-contained, no, and it's basically the whole nature of yourself, no, could it be consistent, no? Well, yun na nga, no? Pag pinanganak ka hanggang lumaki ka, ganun ka na daw. Unitary and private. Oh, no, there's the explanation. Third presentation. Self as separate daw. So I guess here, inano na niya, no? Inisa-isa niya. Self as separate, self-distinct from other selves. Okay, so in other words, so, there's certain uniqueness to you. Although pareho kayong high school, pareho kayong college, pareho kayo ng course, pareho kayo ng trip, pareho kayo ng kalokohan, di ba? Still, there is something na unique about you. It is always, so, you have your own identity, sabi nga daw. Ikaw yun. Ikaw yun. Hindi pwedeng, sige, para yosi kayo, para inom kayo. Pero kahit ganun pa man, no? Meron kayong, or para dasal kayo, meron kayong relationship with God, etc., etc., no? Ikaw yun. It couldn't be, kahit nga daw twins, no? Meron silang identical, meron silang something that made them them. But iba pa rin yung identity mo. That's the meaning of separate. Self as self-contained and independent. So anong ibig sabihin daw nito? Its distinctiveness allows it to be self-contained with its thoughts, characteristics, and volition. So dahil ikaw yan, unique ka, meron kang sarili mong pag-iisip, meron kang sarili mong characteristics, meron kang sarili mong reaksyon sa mga bagay-bagay. Okay? Kasi nga ikaw yan eh. It does not require any other self for it to exist. Okay? So hindi mo kailangan ng ibang tao. Okay? Hindi mo kailangan ng, hindi ko kailangan si mama. Hindi ko kailangan si papa. Mga tipong ganun. Okay? Of course, you're talking about somebody here who is an adult, no? Pero just the same, no? Pag bata ka pa, kasi yung ibang bata, ang identity nila, yung mga bata baga, if you remember your nursery days or kindergarten days or even grade 1 days, di ba? Tipong hinahatid ka, gano'n, naiyak ka pag wala si mama mo o pag nandun sa classroom, silip-silip kang gano'n sa classroom, dapat makita mo si mama mo sa labas, no? May identity ka pa doon sa nanay, no? But, as you grow older, di ba, you realize that you have your own. You have your own decisions, you have your own volition, no? Meron kang sarili mong reaksyon sa mga bagay-bagay, meron kang sarili mong gusto. Hindi mo kailangan ng iba to exist. Okay? Self as consistent. It has a personality that is enduring and therefore can be expected to persist for quite some time. Okay? Enduring. Hirap maalis sa atin, no? Mahirap maalis sa atin yung personality natin, no? Yung bang tipong meron tayong certain personality natin, parati tayo, for example, no, parati tayong kahit lalaki, no? Parati nating sa personality natin, hindi tayo makapagdesisyon ng mga bagay-bagay hanggat hindi natin sinasabi kay mama natin. Hindi kay papa, kay mama natin. Nandun yun, no? Nandun yun sa personalidad natin. Kahit na may asawa na tayo minsan, no? May mga kuya tayo, may mga ate tayo na parating andun si mama, no? Na magde-decide para sa kanila. Kaya pag nawala si mama, para na rin silang nawala, no? So there's a certain endurance to it, no? It's enduring, no? Therefore, it's expected to persist, no? Andyan pa yan for quite some time. Okay? So here, sinasabing enduring or sinasabing it would continue expected to persist for quite some time. Meaning, may mga pagkakataon na ma-realize mo na, pwede ko rin palang baguhin. Okay? But then again, as the term itself, as we explained it, yung self natin, self as consistent siya. No? Yung, pag sinabing, ganyan ka eh. Ganyan ka talaga. You have to accept it. Hindi pwedeng, okay? Kaya nga, itong consistency na to, no, yun yung pinag-aaralan natin sa sarili natin. Bakit baga ako ganun? Bakit baga mamas boy ako? O mamas girl ako? O papas girl ako? Or whatever, di ba? Bakit bago parating hindi makapagdesisyon nang wala si mama? Okay, college na ako. Parati pa rin si mama ang... Ano ba, nadede pa ba ako? Parang ganun, di ba? Inconsistent. Kaya dapat pinag-aaralan natin yan. Okay. Now, self as unitary. Okay. According to Webster, okay, pag sinabi nating unitary, no? Tingnan natin ang definition ng unitary. Unitary. Okay? It's an adjective. So it describes something. Pag sinabi natin adjectives, it describes something. Forming a single or uniform entity relating to a unity or unit. Duh. Yun, no? Hanap pa tayo ng iba pang definition. Okay. What is unitary? Webster. According to Merriam, not Miriam, it's Merriam. So, there is certain characteristics that would unify as a whole. No? So, kumbaga, pag sinabi natin sa PowerPoint natin na itself as unitary, no? It gives the totality. It gives you who you are, no? Yung ikaw. It is like a chief command post in an individual where all processes, emotions, and thoughts converge. Hindi yung internet connection. Pero this one, okay, kaya siya pag sinabi natin, tayo yung self natin, it's unitary. There is something in you na navigate sa iyo. Kung paano ka magdesisyon, paano ka mag-react sa mga bagay-bagay, paano ka mag-isip. Okay? So, kaya sinabi natin, kaya yun, di ba, from simula sa kanina, it is unique, no? Self-contained, okay? It's unitary. Kasi kabuuan mo yan eh. Yan yung self. Okay? Self as private. Each person sorts out information, feelings, and emotions, and thought processes within itself. Okay? Kaya, minsan, hindi ko maintindihan yung mga ibang tao na nagsasabing, okay lang sir, walang opinion, walang reaction. Kasi lahat ng tao meron yun eh. Meron tayong pumapasok na impormasyon sa atin, meron tayong nararamdaman, meron tayong emosyon, at pinoproseso natin yun. Okay? Pinoproseso natin yun. So, ayaw man natin sa gusto, pinoproseso natin yun. Hindi natin pwedeng i-shut down, no? Yun, wala. This whole process is never accessible to anyone but you. Ikaw lang yun, no? For the self, what it might be, what it can be, and what it will be. Nasa sa iyo, iyon. Okay, kaya nga, private yan. This is very important, guys, no? In the understanding of the self, in understanding this, no, terminologies. Kasi nasa college na tayo. Okay, you have to consider that. No? Very particular or very important that you have to consider that you're already in college. And these things, this understanding of the self being private, being unitary, being consistent, self-contained and independent, you have to accept it as it is. No? Hindi na tayo mga bata. Okay? Hindi na tayo bata. Hindi na tayo meron tayo sarili nating pag-iisip. Of course, dati pa man din yun. Pero what these terms are saying, telling us is, meron na tayong sarili nating pag-iisip. Okay? And from there, doon natin marirealize na kung ano man yung inisip natin, kung ano man yung ginagawa natin, responsibilidad natin. Walang ibang pwedeng magsabi na, o hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na, kasi po siya eh. Kasalanan niya po yun. Okay? Ay, wala po akong magagawa. Ito po ang gusto ni mama. Ito po ang gusto ni papa. Wala po akong magagawa dito. Meron kang magagawa. Meron kang nagawa. Sinunod mo sila. Yan lang yun. Self is truly multifaceted. Ano ibig sabihin ng multifaceted? From the word multi, ibig sabihin madami. Facet, ibig sabihin iba-ibang level. Hindi ba? But to be more specific about this, okay, let's try to, again, consult Merriam-Webster, multifaceted. Okay, so again, it's multi or multifaceted. Okay, and it means having many facets or aspects. Okay, so lang yun. Okay, so yung ibig sabihin ng multifaceted. So marami daw, no? So may example dito. A math professor for more than a decade now. He has a beautiful wife, and so meron siya. So yun yung sinasabing level, no? Kahit ikaw yan, no? Math professor ka, tagal mo ng math professor, meron kang asawa, ang ganda ng asawa mo, ganyan, has to, ganyan. So, iba-ibang levels yung sinasabi. So, kumbaga dito sa example na to, di ba? Ginagampanan mo ang pagiging, sa example na to ha, ginagampanan mo pagiging teacher, ginagampanan mo pagiging asawa, ginagampanan mo pagiging tatay, ginagampanan mo pagiging responsibilidad mo sa Diyos. Parang kayo din, di ba? Yung self na meron kang, it's also multifaceted. Estudyante ka. Okay. Kung may boyfriend, girlfriend ka, may karelasyon ka. Kung meron kang mga kaibigan, may tropa ka. Kung meron kang hobbies, may hilig ka sa hobbies. Kung ano ka sa simbahan. So, it's multifaceted. Yun yung, hindi tayo kumbaga stagnant lang. Doon lang tayo sa bahay. Hindi tayo robot, basically. This is what this tawag ito, power slide is telling us. We are not robots, okay, na dipindot ko anong sasabihin ko, anong gagawin. We have different things in mind. We have different things that we want and we do. Having different role is normal, acceptable, and expected. The self is capable of morphing and fitting itself into any circumstances it finds itself in. Maraming morph, di ba? Parang terminology to sa sa anime. Diba anime yun? Nagmo-morph sila or something. Nagko-combine. No? Yun. Nagsasama-sama. No? So, ganun daw tayo. We are capable of that. No? We're capable of doing things. Parang dami nating concerns. No? Habang nabuhay tayo. Madami nating. Iba-ibang concerns nga lang natin. Depende sa lifestyle natin, depende sa social status natin, no? Yun yung mga concerns natin. Madami tayo. Okay? So that's it, no? So that's it. That's basically the self. Okay? So, yun. Yun ka. Now, the next part is the self, no? After knowing all of these things, the self now, and the development of social world. No? So, ano ba yung social world? Okay, what is society? Ano ba yung society as against culture? Okay? So, it is something na yung Hanap nga tayo ng medyo... Ano ba ibig sabihin ng society? Okay? Aggregate of people living together in a more or less ordered community. So, society natin. So, yung an organization or club formed or so basically, the aggregate of people living together in a more or less ordered community. Intindihan nyo? A group of people involved with each other through persistent relations or a large social groupings. So, kumbaga, how do we, sa society natin, di ba?